Good morning. I'm almost 4 months in. I was on keto prior to starting carnivore. Last week, Thursday, I started with exploding diarrhea, and it's still going. It's still going. I hope they weren't typing this while they were literally having explosive diarrhea. Ooh, I call it carnivore cereal. Lol. Pork skins and beef broth with ricotta cheese. This looks disgusting. Hey, what's going on, guys? So if you are not too new to the whole vegan versus anti-vegan sphere, and especially the anti-vegans who are carnivore, you'll know that carnivores don't have much evidence supporting their diet outside of random unverified anecdotes online. And they'll also point to ex-vegan anecdotes as evidence that, the vegan diet doesn't work, even though we have all of this crazy evidence supporting the vegan diet. So today what I wanted to do is give them a taste of their own medicine and review some of the anecdotes they never like to talk about on the page Carnivore Cringe, which is dedicated to reporting some of the most hilarious and honestly sad anecdotes of people trying the carnivore diet who suffer and eventually quit, or are continuing to do it but are still suffering, which is even more sad in a way. So anyway, let's get into these amazing anecdotes. So this one says, why do I feel so tired with heaviness in my head after 3 weeks of changing to the carnivore diet? I was mainly organic vegan with 10% meat before, with lots of juicing. Yeah, so probably because you're not consuming any carbohydrates. I mean, that's how I think most people feel when they lower carbs. Also, we see this person was an organic vegan with 10% meat. I'm not really sure what that means. If you're vegan, you don't consume meat, but anyway. And they did lots of juicing. So it seems we have somebody going from one meme diet to another, which seems to be the typical mental state that somebody has to be in to do these crazy switches. They go from raw vegan to carnivore, or raw till 4, or fruitarian to carnivore. These people are generally the same. Instead of doing a middle between two extremes, they have some weird belief that one of the extremes has to work, when in reality, if you want to be healthy, something in between is going to be what you want to do. So this one says, hey guys, I'm strict carnivore since 6 months, no dairy, no processed meat, too mad, I'm not sure what that means, and didn't lose an ounce of weight. Is there somebody who could console me, telling me, quote, yeah, I didn't lose it in the first 12 months or so, and now I'm lean? Something like that would really give me hope. I make 10,000 steps a day, twice a week. I go rowing. What the hell is wrong with me? I tried the lion diet, no change. I tried full fat butter, no change. Please help. So this person didn't lose any weight eating full fat butter. What a big shock. I mean, just to be clear, this person needs to be in a calorie deficit. I'm not sure how much they're consuming, but of course you can lose weight on the carnivore diet, just as you can lose weight on any diet. You just need to make sure you're in a calorie deficit. So it sounds like this person is just smashing down the butter or red meat. I'm not really sure. It seems like they're switching between full fat dairy and then strictly meat, and then the lion diet, which I think Michaela Peterson supports, which is just strictly red meat and salt. But yeah, I couldn't imagine being somebody as active as myself, being in calorie maintenance or a surplus, not losing weight while consuming a diet as restrictive as this. I mean, I'm just imagining 2,700 calories of red meat a day. I definitely could not handle that. So I'm not too sure how this person is. Woke up about 20 minutes ago and both legs were cramping so badly I almost passed out. Immediate panic. I sent my husband downstairs to get my calm magnesium citrate powder and pink Himalayan salt. My whole body was sweating. I took it with a teaspoon in water and ate some salt and rubbed the muscles until I stopped, but now I can't move because I can feel it about to happen again. My legs are so twitchy. I'm stuck, help. Yeah, so this person on the carnivore diet literally just can't move because of all of the pain in their leg. This really sounds like a very ancestral, diet. Just not being able to move because you're in so much pain. Also, last I checked, I mean, Himalayan salt, is that a carnivorous thing? Is that meat? I'm not really sure. Or magnesium citrate powder. Is it okay if carnivores use supplements but not vegans? I mean, I've never seen this person condemn vegans for supplements, so I'm not gonna assume that's the case with them. But I swear, carnivores and anti-vegans who are carnivores just don't take supplementation in vegans seriously. They think it doesn't work. They think it's an incomplete diet if you need to use supplements. So I wonder if they apply the same logic to these carnivores who are using magnesium citrate powder and I guess Himalayan salt to cope with the fact that they can't even move their leg because they're in so much pain. This one says, I've been carnivore since February 6th of this year. I've noticed two things go the opposite direction of what I was hoping: fatigue and libido. I do struggle with adrenal fatigue. Okay, so adrenal fatigue is not a real thing. So we already have evidence that this person buys into pseudoscience. Let's keep going. Cortisol issues, but the libido one is throwing me off. I'm assuming this person hasn't even checked their cortisol levels, but anyway. Things were totally normal in that area before. People seem to say the opposite happened to them when switching to this way of eating. I recently had a Dutch test and all. My hormones are great, but a little high on estrogen. My progesterone and testosterone are normal. Hoping these two downsides I'm experiencing will pass. All right, so they say their hormones are great, so maybe they did check their cortisol levels, but I'm not sure who told them they have adrenal fatigue. If it was a physician or a doctor, that's a little bizarre. They might be going to somebody a bit more holistic and pseudoscientific. But hey, just another great anecdote from the carnivore community. Hello, I'm at the end of my rope with this way of eating. Oh no, a carnivore is going to quit, and I'm no longer carnivore video must be on the way. I've been strict carnivore for 4 months and I have gained 32 pounds. How does somebody gain 32 pounds eating simply animal products? I would definitely be in a deficit because that shit's just disgusting. But anyway, before carnivore, I needed to lose 80 pounds. I know a lot of people who say this isn't a weight loss diet and a lot of folks gain on it, but my health can't afford any gain, even if it's temporary. It's helped with anxiety, energy, and sleep, but my doctor says if I keep gaining, I will be in trouble. For reference, I'm 5'3", 230 pounds, 45 years old. I have high blood pressure, which hasn't improved on this diet. I don't know what to do. I get discouraged when I see everyone dropping weight like crazy. We have somebody who needed to lose 80 pounds, but they gained 32 pounds, so they're now 30 pounds, meaning they were about 198 pounds at 5'3" when they started, and they wanted to lose 80, which would make them be at around, I think, 118 if they lost that 80, but instead they gained 32 and now they're 230 pounds. That's pretty sad. I mean, like when you're 5'3" and around 198 pounds, it should be relatively easy for you to lose weight. I'm not sure what this person's dealing with. I'm not sure if they have hormonal issues or what, but yeah, I mean, this person has to be on some crazy surplus, I guess, to be gaining that much weight, you know? She said strict carnivore, so I don't know if she's like munching down butter with it. You know, I don't know what carnivore even means at this point with all the different variations of it online, but perhaps she needs to stop consuming such high calorie density foods like butter. People say calories don't count on carnivore. Who says that? What does that even mean? They don't count? The calories just work outside of the laws of thermodynamics on the carnivore diet? I didn't know that. There's something magical about the carnivore diet? Crazy. Really? Then how is it that I can eat one meal per day of only hamburger, salt, and water, but never lose any weight? The only time I lose weight is when I simply stop eating and fast for multiple days. Honestly, I'm very frustrated by all the claims that say, give it time, your body is healing. Others will tell me, then you are not eating enough. Why do I get the feeling everybody is just guessing and nobody knows? Probably because the carnivore community is full of pseudoscience and people who are driven by unverified anecdotes as opposed to scientific consensus and literature. But yeah, assuming what this person's saying is true about what they're eating, they probably have some kind of metabolic damage and need to start eating more over a period of time, maybe like 3 to 6 months, and then come back down again. Because if they can only lose weight while fasting and eating nothing for 3 days, that's sure signs of a terrible metabolism. Please, I need help. God, these people are all just suffering. It really, I feel bad joking about their suffering, but you know, maybe they'll see this and realize they should not be on this insane diet. They say, I tried keto 3 times and carnivore 2 times. Each time I quit between day 11 to 14 due to severe heart palpitations and chest pain at the same time. At the same time, I'm taking my electrolytes from lemon, sea salt, and apple vinegar twice a day. So it's not really carnivore. I don't think that lions have apple cider vinegar, but anyway, any idea about what I can change to sustain this diet? I'm in this journey to treat uterine fibroids. Thanks in advance. Yeah, probably just drop the pseudoscience and get out of the carnivore community and eat a generally well-balanced diet. Wow. Good morning. I'm almost 4 months in. I was on keto prior to starting carnivore. Last week, Thursday, I started with exploding diarrhea and it's still going. It's still going. I hope they weren't typing this while they were literally having explosive diarrhea, but yeah, let's just keep going. Has anyone had this start this late in the game? Yeah, that's funny because I hear most carnivores say that it comes in the beginning because you're getting all this stuff out of you, but this person is 4 months in with explosive diarrhea. Sounds like an amazing experience. Oh, this part. My husband thinks my body is finally starting to expel all the garbage. This is what they always say when like their bodies are just having these terrible reactions. Like, oh, dude, it's just getting all the toxins out and all the terrible stuff. That's why you're having explosive diarrhea. But no one ever provides evidence for this. It's just like a very emotionally compelling thing to say, like, oh, your body's just detoxing, dude. They say, I'm reluctant to drink anything to stop it as I hate taking meds. They always cause some other side effects. Yeah, just consume a more normal, well-balanced diet. Seems to be the weird solution for all these people. Not to be clear, people are very individualistic and they could have an actual condition, who really knows, like a digestive condition or a disease. But I would just say that, you know, being on the carnivore diet probably isn't helping. I was diagnosed with cholesterol crystals due to fatty meats on the carnivore diet. Very amazing anecdote. The doctor did a scan of my abdomen which showed crystals/stones in the gallbladder. All I ate was steak, chicken, bacon, pork belly, and eggs. What? That's all you ate and you got cholesterol crystals? That's such a giant surprise. This person says, I have irritable bowel disease, I actually do too. I have Crohn's disease. Maybe I can relate to this. I've been following carnivore for almost 2 years with amazing results. No flare-ups at all. Yeah, I also followed a vegan diet for about 5 years and had no Crohn's disease flare-ups, but that doesn't mean that it's a cure, right? Because eventually I started to have a flare too. Just like this person, which I think says that they had the flare after 2 years. They say then suddenly in October I developed colitis. And now I have diverticulitis. I have no idea why I'm suddenly having these flare-ups. I'm curious if others with irritable bowel disease have experienced flare-ups into carnivore and if they have found any adjustments to their diet helping. I do not eat any dairy, including butter. Yeah, I mean, irritable bowel disease is just very mysterious. People have flare-ups after 10 years of being free while consuming regular diets. It's a very mysterious disease. Someone's probably gonna end up saying like, oh, just eat more red meat and you'll be good, which I'm sure will solve the problem. Hi, this is my results for my physical. I'm a bit freaked out. What is the normal cholesterol supposed to be when you're a carnivore? Well, the normal cholesterol is supposed to be insane, but just because it's normal amongst carnivores doesn't mean that it's healthy. Lipid panel showed very high total cholesterol at 321 with the goal being less than 200, and their LDL, or bad cholesterol, was elevated at 220 with the goal being less than 100. Please W. Please W. Yeah, I don't know what please W means, but hopefully the carnivore community have W'd for them. Cool. But yeah, maybe lower your saturated fat intake if you want to lower your bad cholesterol. Been in carnivore 4 months, 50-year-old female, weight 119. My naturopathic doesn't like these numbers. I may have withheld my diet changes. Thoughts on numbers? You should probably tell your doctor of any kind what you're consuming. They need to know this information to go forward or know what's going on with you. And yeah, their LDL is looking fantastic. I am actually almost over this way of eating. Oh my God, we have another I'm no longer carnivore video coming soon. 2.5 months in and I'm gaining weight and my belly is ridiculous. I've been eating mostly bacon and eggs, but I'm struggling to eat and I'm gaining weight. I'm also afraid to say that I've been better off on the all-American diet. At least I was not gaining weight. So this person went from the all-American diet, so the standard American diet or the SAD diet, to bacon and eggs, and they've started to gain weight. Presumably because they're now in a calorie surplus. Eat less food. Crazy. Ooh, I call it carnivore cereal. Lol. Pork skins and beef broth with ricotta cheese. This looks fucking disgusting. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's the end of the video. Next time somebody gets on you about, these ex-vegan anecdotes and they're carnivore, send them this video and ask them what they think, or to send them the Carnivore Cringe Instagram page. If you support my work and want to get early access to it along with one-on-one messaging with me, click the link in the pinned comment and you can support me on Patreon. And if you don't know, I do have a book going over most, if not all, of the anti-vegan arguments you're gonna hear online. If you want to get that as well, that'll be linked in the pinned comment. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Dude. Fuck off, I don't want anything to do with you. Don't ever speak to me again. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who's your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude,